Here's the truth. Mitch McConnell and Barack Obama have more in common than I ever imagined. Both men blame others for the results of their actions. Recent poll revealed that just 12% of Republicans think the GOP is very responsive to ordinary voters. 12%! That's apparently my fault and other talk show hosts' fault. Was it talk radio that decided to replace responsible budgeting with continuing resolutions and omnibus spending packages that have ballooned our debt to nearly $20 trillion? No, wasn't us. Or perhaps Mitch thought that we in talk radio should just shoot sunshine up the rear ends of our listeners and talk like conservatives during election time, but make excuses for the GOP as they govern as Democrats once they get to the safe confines of Capitol Hill. Leader McConnell thinks that we in talk radio are driving Americans to have an unrealistic expectation of our leaders. Let's see. This is what I discuss with my radio audience regularly, Mitch. Incidentally, I would have discussed it with you as well if your people hadn't called our show 5 minutes before air to cancel our interview. Guess we now know why, because we talk show hosts are to blame. Here's what I talk about. Quote, "No money shall be drawn from the Treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law and regular statement, an account of the receipts and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time," end quote. That's what we call the Appropriations Clause, the cornerstone of Congress's power of the purse. It's found in Article 1, Section 9, Clause 1 of the U.S. Constitution. Leader McConnell, one wonders if the GOP is even familiar with this clause. It assigns to Congress the role of final arbiter of the use of public funds. The Appropriations Clause provides Congress with a mechanism to control or to limit spending by the federal government. Here's something else we in talk radio talk about. In Federalist 58, James Madison described the centrality of the power of the purse's role in the growth of government and its importance in the Constitution's governmental structure. Quote, "The House of Representatives can not only refuse, but they alone can propose the supplies requisite for the support of the government. They, in a word, hold the purse." James Madison said that. Mitch McConnell, you want to go and talk to James about that? Mitch McConnell blames talk radio for inspiring an unrealistic expectation among GOP voters of elected Republicans. Yes, Mitch, we kind of insist you follow the founding document. How dare we? In truth, Mitch, elected leaders in the GOP made their own bed. They are the ones who caved into destructive policies pushed by President Obama and his administration. It was the GOP who failed to recognize the danger this clearly un-American president posed to the nation with matters like, the Obama Ayatollah Iran nuke deal. Now you seek to blame talk radio for your lack of vision and your timidity. You even say it was talk radio's fault that Trump took over your party. Let me be plain. This election, it's not about Trump. If the GOP leadership was halfway capable, if it strived to embrace any of the conservative planks that allegedly make up its platform, there would be no room in 2016 for the likes of Donald Trump. It was your lack of leadership, Mitch, you and Boehner, that paved the way for Trump. This election isn't about Donald Trump, Leader McConnell. This election is about the most left-wing extremist occupier of the Oval Office this nation has ever seen and the alleged opposition party that was unable or unwilling to stop him.